Guihai that year, I was teaching at Chuo, complete provincial governor house, and then set up the church hall. B public, most lush flowers and trees. Leisure me after completion of the public, strolling in the garden to enjoy watching. One day, returning garden, very sleepy, just want to sleep. Take off your shoes to bed. Dream dress two beautiful girls. Near said to me, the owner has asked to serve, sir, trouble take a trip. I was surprised to get up and asked why did I go? Replied, is the Crimson Princess. I drifted off. I do not know who they said was. Immediately I went with them. For a while, I saw a palace, towering. Here are the steps. Took down the stone steps to go about 100 multi-level. He came to the highest point. Zhu saw the door wide open. Three beautiful girls walked into the briefing. Soon, came to a hall outside. Curtain hooks gold, jade curtain, bright dazzling. From the hall out of a woman reduced order down, who were Yuhuan, jade issue sonorous and melodious voice. Watch look like your example. I was about to worship. Jiang Fei has been the first to speak. Mr. Stoop to this, should I have to thank? She called the maid, put a blanket on the floor, as if to salute. I have to fear a loss, it Qizou said. I am a humble person. Wilderness, courtesy of your grace summoned, has been victorious if dare to rival the glory, which aggravated my sins, sacrificed my blessing. Jiang Fei listening ordered removed felt, revelers, we face-to-face feast. Guo Shu wine tower, I politely refuse, said I drink a little wine drunk and rude worried what odor, please tell good remove my doubts. Jiang Fei did not answer, but with blackjack urging me to drink, I repeated requests. She said, I spent the whole family of God, relying on this habitat. The perverse and violent destruction suffered repeated letters home girl today, and she would like last stand. Mr. Bother to discuss the drafting of an enemy's call to arms. I aimless got up and played. Robinson knowledge shallow, poor article. I am afraid to live up to your trust, but generous of you thinks highly of favoritism. Dare not go for broke. The Crimson Princess listening overjoyed, will give the sons of pen and paper. Several girls are busy wiping Jian chairs. Research well ink, pen dipped well. Have a good grit. Girl folded the paper and put down my wrist. I just wrote a few words. They will be waiting in nuts behind me. Suffer crammed watch. Evans I usually slow, but this time Dunjo Evans Quan. Moment, the article into the grass. They are scrambling to take. Jiang Fei presented. Jiang Fei exhibition read it again, that I write very well, and again sent me back. After waking, dream recall things, hearted as at present. But the call to arms has forgotten most of the words, then make up the chapters. I have the honor seizure, unrestrained indulgence by nature, hate jealousy for the heart, geek fuel vicious, sexual jealousy immersed in the bone marrow, secretly evil, treacherous insinuations like demon. Once by the former emperor Shun Hu Meiyu, the British woman, Elhuong are not enough grief, but the song South Wind to lift the grievances of the people you bewitched by King Xiong. Talented people remonstrating not impress their hearts, only praise King Wind his glory. Han Emperor Liu Bang, sea searching and thinking two warriors Han Dynasty, Fu Autumn speech impregnant with beauty. From then on you relying on the growing pet regal indulgence that raged loudly. You roar howl in between heaven and earth. The wind blew in the Tudor palace jingled you midnight roar. Shaking the tree was sent howling autumn cold sound. Suddenly wilderness tore the mountains. Under the guise of tiger was imposing, sometimes stacked yan how, sky wave off, and new blue curtain hooks frequently shaken in the autumn wind blowing on the shelf. Wind chime sounded suddenly, panic broke away from the people's mind. Seas rain Yaomeng, you went straight open bed nets, actually staying the same tent guests dang tang you push the door, blowing the pages, it became an open book off. His life never met you on the straight, broke into the portal if someone grabbed a skirt, you almost swept volume concubine away. You spit colored halo in the sky, the moon thereby forming a halo appears to show signs of their own. You reveal Ilang countryside in early spring, it is nonsense for the flower letter. Country life recluse, just journey home. Do you put him ficus clothes fluttering blows long-term perspective of the people, interest is strong, you blew a gently stuck dogwood hat. punta grass billowing in the wind, yet it sank Yuhuan's whirlwind involvement in altitude with a whistle kite fly into the sky, but you blew off its continuing thread. Do not get a day the Queen Mother's edict. You let the flowers bloom early, yet to take off the cap removed Huang Wang Ying. You actually blew out the candle, even if you saw the soil dust raised. Li put pen alpine blow to the ground you call cloud brings rain, volume broken roof hut of Du Fu. Even the breeze will make the water god Fangy muster waves, and later as general westerly Sheng is downpour. The breeze waft from the grass our low volts the wind roar and ran to the tile to fly. Fan Zhong not wait for you to play as the waves of Granville. Porpoises surfaced from time to visit the Yasukuni to you suddenly clouds forming potential. No scattered sky goose on the line. Modong mountain you help longbow smooth sailing. There are desirable but you affect Jiao emerald account, is the motive. As for the aura of seabirds, being evil, no to fall back on Truman to escape the wind as long as the safety of pedestrians, would like to recall, especially for Stone Niang Lang to quell wine suffering. There are people in the ancient Yin Hao, willing to take the wind miles breaking waves modern but not Goldsmith, who cannot mirroringly sailing with wind a few people. You can control the crazy storm cloud swept Fishes Odin, but Yelong itself relying on the storm ruthless greed of power and influence. The river also flooded, like Rehoboth is arrogant. Sisters are subject to the ravages of you are all family who are devastated. Safflower green leaves jinked in numerous colonies, you have endless shaking break wind Liu, Ming strip wind, blowing off the sound of endless round flowers, wind and rain Valley Park, fallen flowers numerous visitors has become cushions Du Shuang Hulin Yuan, catkins wandering change the soil, laying committee, the residual red withered lost wind drift zoo pavilion side railings, heteroteral British divergent jade falling sheet. Danks Hijian Spring Dayton, seeing red like singing sorrowful looked around to find Can Hong, can only hate the wind just before dawn. Jiang Han travel elegant woman, marching bow shoes light spring garden tower in vain yuck lonely beauty, but in vain gorgeous horsening of grass and mist. When such a time with springs difficult for the sad situation, and to find the winner issued helpless chant. But you arrogance, unwarranted excessive use of despotic power destroy the blood, shake off you eyeing, endlessly winds blowing sometime, sad trees still exist, but it trickled around the wall and took off it too long, did not deal with the Eolus zoo banner erected, charming flowers sad tears who pity, fall into the pit, hanging in the barriers, Fang Han dissipated one day morning and evening scattered bloom, from what year to harm? Lua Song susceptible to complain to open in spring, the sound heard in the air can only curse of midnight song Su unscrupulous wind Peter, the memorial has failed to reach heaven. Neighborhood public advertising, learning became the ranks of the military array of flowers where the same grouping vegetation soldiers. Do not say we are weak and incompetent as salicylic general, as long as the wicker fence ambition for self-defense. Let us look at our Yan Lu Ying Chow all the partners to jointly retaliate winds hate love Eolus let us make butterflies bees, issue jointly against the common enemy of the oath. Blue wood paddle, the or catch Siroji, can exercise in Kunming pool water wars mulberry hood, wicker as flags for the big parade in Shanglin Yunan. Ko chrysanthemum, also out of the war separate trees, should be outraged. Exterminate Fang Shi arrogance, injustice wiped out thousands of years spent soul annihilate tyrannical Fang Shi, marketing solution eternal romantic grudge.